mattered most. With Drew Brees out, the Saints had their gadget guy run the show, but do not sleep on Taysom Hill's quarterback skills. You can ask the Atlanta Falcons about how good he was. And the Red Rifle returned. Was it a winning effort in Minnesota? And are the Cowboys sniffing at the Eagles' heels in the NFC East? Let's find out. Get this thing going. Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to Game Day Final, presented by our good friends at Mercedes-Benz. I am Chris Rose. We've got fantastic finishes in Indianapolis and Minnesota and Baltimore to show you, but let's start with a little Sunday night football. And don't Al and Chris and Michelle Tafoya bring you the best game of the week, it seems like, almost every time. This one out in Vegas. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, their lone loss in Week 5 to these same Raiders. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's better to play with 11 against this team, particularly when number 10 scores his 10th receiving touchdown of the year. Yeah, that's Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. Now, remember, back in Week 5, Derek Carr had all sorts of success against this Chiefs defense on those deep passes. He was 4 of 6 for 219 and a couple of scores. Well, here he hits Darren Waller, and then Nelson Aguilar, a gain of 29, and then Aguilar again with his 6th TD catch of the year. That one put Las Vegas up 14-7. According to the next-gen stats, boy, he's done as well against the Chiefs in the deep pass department as the rest of the league this year. Second quarter, Mahomes looking for Demarcus Robinson, but it's Trayvon Mullen. So let me get this straight. Mahomes has been picked off twice this year, once by Jeff Heath of the Raiders, and now one by Trayvon Mullen. Wow. Silver and black getting it done on D. Third quarter, Chiefs down 3. Mahomes, just keep the play alive. Look at this. Against the grain, hits Travis Kelce for a gain of 12. I don't know how many quarterbacks in this league can do it, but you might be looking at the only one. Then on the 16th play of this drive, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. That's right. The last pick of the first round. Yeah. Giving the Chiefs a lead. On to the 4th, Raiders. Back in business. Carr to a wide open Darren Waller. You might want to cover that guy at some point. He led the Raiders in receiving, and Vegas is up 3. But here come the Chiefs. Hey, settle down on the sidelines. Let's settle that down. We don't want to get the drive-through guy involved on this. Look at Mahomes on 4th and 2, hitting Demarcus Robinson. That moves the chains. And on the 12th play of this drive, it's Le'Veon Bell scoring his first touchdown for either the Jets or Chiefs this year. And Kansas City has reclaimed the lead. But here come the Raiders on 3rd and 5. It's Carr. Nelson Aguilar. He had 6 for 88, and he gets it to midfield. Now just over 2 minutes to go. It's 3rd and 10. Carr looking for Aguilar again. He cannot hang on, but uh-oh, we got a penalty on Bashaud Breeland. That's PI. So the ball gets down to the 1. This is where things got a little dicey. We had some motion, we had some offsides, and we'll pick it up at 3rd and goal. Little play fake, and this is Jason Witten, 38 years old. The oldest tight end to catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl era, blowing past the kid, Antonio Gates, and it gives the silver and black the lead yet again. But you're saying that Kansas City gets the ball back? No. Mahomes with a $1:43 to go. Tyreek Hill, he had a 100-yard effort on his 11 snags. Under a minute to go. Mahomes looking for Travis Kelce, a monster day for him, 8 for 127. He had 36 first downs. That tied a franchise record, and Carr's like, I'm in a zen moment. Don't bother me. And then how about this? Mahomes. Unbelievable as Kelce is wide open. He finished 34 for 45, 348 and a couple of scores. Wide open as Mahomes drew the defender up, and the Chiefs once again have the lead. Derek Carr, any magic? Oh, Andy Reid, like a little lower to the left, please. Gosh, that itch, I can never grab it. And then Carr looking for Aguilar, but it's Daniel Sorensen who seals it. The Chiefs, 15-1 now in their last 16 regular season games as they lead the AFC West by 3 games. pair of 6-3 teams battled in Baltimore. Oh, yeah, these two met in the playoffs a year ago. Malcolm Butler telling John Harbaugh, hey, I don't like the middle of your field. Your thing stinks. Your logo's terrible. Harbaugh took offense. Mike Vrabel's like, what is going on? My gosh, can we just pick up the highlights, Chris? It's 7-3. Keep an eye on Patrick Queen, the blitzing rookie. Oh, right in Tannehill's face. Leads to a Tyus Bowser INT for Tannehill, just his 4th pick on the season. It led to a Justin Tucker field goal. Baltimore down 7-6. On to the third now. Baltimore up 4, and Lamar looking good. A little play fake. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown since week 5, his 6th of the year, and Baltimore's up double digits. But, and Lamar getting in Malcolm Butler's grill saying, do not talk to my coach that way. Butler, you may show yourself out. Here in the third, the Ravens nursing an 8-point lead. Jackson looking for his rookie, Devin Duvernay, but it's Amani Hooker says, I'll take that, thank you. The Titans' ensuing drive led to a field goal. On to the fourth. Baltimore's lead still 5. 3rd and 1. It looks like he got the first down, but we got a false start on Mark Andrews. So we're going to march it back 5. No big deal. Still got the MVP on your team. He can make a play. Or can he? Jackson had Andrews. Oh, he's going to be seeing that one in his sleep. So they're forced to punt. Here comes Tennessee. You know, Ryan Tannehill's like, there's more than just one mobile quarterback on this field. Tannehill tucks it and moves the chains after a gain of 12. 5 plays later, it's Tannehill to A.J. Brown. He spins and gets another 25, and Tennessee's in the red zone. And 3 plays later, how is this? Maybe it's a top play nominee. Watch Brown. 3rd and 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 Ravens had a shot to bring him down and do not. That is the law firm of Clark, Peters, Humphreys, and Queen that all had a shot at him. And the Titans have the lead. They're up 1. So, Mike Vrabel, are we going for 1? What are we doing? 2. Okay, so it's 2. And when you've got a guy like Tannehill, you can run this sort of play and snag a 3-point lead. But Baltimore has still got a chance, especially with that kicker standing on the sidelines. Lamar Jackson looking for Andrews. 5 catches, 96 yards on his most productive day. Then 2 plays later with $1:17 to go. Yes! We got a Dez Bryant sighting. His first catch since 2017 was in this game. In fact, he had 4 of them, and Baltimore's in the red zone. But their problem on this day, they didn't score touchdowns. 4 trips inside the 20, only 1 touchdown. Lamar here avoids the sack, but doesn't get the completion. So they have to settle for a Tucker 29-yard field goal attempt. And they should shrink the goalpost on this guy. Like, he's too special. Everything seems to be down the middle. So we're going to overtime, which is fun. Ravens get the ball first. And what's going to happen? Well, let's see. 2nd and 8. Jackson, have you met Harold Landry? For the Titans' only sack of the day. 3 and out. Baltimore punts. And so that means Ryan Tannehill's going to get a shot. Remember, they had the playoff upset win last year in Baltimore. Tannehill to Corey Davis. That's a pitch and catch of 14 yards, moving the chains. 4 plays later, it's Tannehill to A.J. Brown. Tannehill threw for 259. And you're probably thinking, we're 3 minutes into your stupid highlight, Rose. Where's Derrick Henry? Here he is. It's a walk-off. His 2nd this year. He beat the Texans in overtime as well. 28 carries, 133. And yeah, the Titans and the Colts will battle it out next week. That's going to be fun. All right, time right now for our Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. Ryan Tannehill got blitzed like the most he's ever been. And look what he did. 14 for 18 for 169. Blitzed on almost 60% of his dropbacks. And he was the one that did the torching on this day. Pretty good effort. All right, so a pair of division leaders met in Indianapolis on Sunday, and more than playoff positioning was on the line. That's because Darius Leonard wanted to visit Aaron Rodgers' neighborhood. He was ticked off. You better believe it. The Colts defensive stud certainly noticed when Rodgers told Fred Warner of San Francisco, "You are the best linebacker in the league." So how did that sit with Darius Leonard?
I seen it as soon as he said it. You hear things like that just give you that extra motivation to go out and play. My first time, I want to leave a mark and hopefully, change his mind of, what he said about that.
Okay, well, he's got the #1 defense in the league. Did he change Aaron Rodgers' mind? It's time to find out. You know, Rodgers probably telling him, listen, we whooped up on Fred Warner that night on Thursday. I just need to say something to make him feel better. So don't take it personally, Darius. Please. Scoreless game in the first. Rodgers hitting Robert Tonyan. His first touchdown catch since week 4. Back then, I think he was Tonyan. Then he corrected, hey, easy there. Careful with your coach. He's just a little guy. You're going to knock him into next week. On to the second. The Packers up 7, and then Devontae Adams gets in there. His 10th touchdown in just 8 games so far. He had another 100-yard effort, and the Pack's up 14. Ensuing Colts drive, though, Philly Riv, with under 2 minutes to go, hits his tight end, Trey Burton, the guy who does everything. He can have a tight end around, he can run a Philly special for you, and he can make diving catches. So Indy's back in this thing. But waning seconds of the first half, on 3rd and 1, Rodgers goes for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's incomplete, but Rock Ya-Sin is called for PI. So we're taking the ball all the way down. Scene didn't think so, but as I can see with my 2 eyes, that's an armbar and PI. And your next play, Rodgers hits Jamal Williams. The Packers are jumping for joy after their 3rd straight touchdown drive, and the Colts have allowed their most points in the first half since 2014. But second half was a different story. The Colts have the ball, and Rivers. We saw him hit one tight end. How about the injury-plagued Jack Doyle after a successful 2-point conversion? Colts down 3. On to the 4th tie game at 28. Darius Shepard returning the punt. It's a great return until that. He coughs it up. Kayvon Wilson recovers. It leads to a Colts field goal and a 3-point lead. But don't ever count out Aaron Rodgers. 4th and 1 at the Indy 34. Going for it. Play fake.